It's a business. It's a business. This is the simple thing that people have to start churning through your gray matter. It's a business, and it's run by Vegas, and secondarily, so you have the league and Vegas and Atlantic City too. Vegas is an energy portal for money, and so the games aren't being played for Vegas to lose. The games are not being played for the NFL to lose. It's that's not how it works. The Super Bowl is absolutely scripted. Now, is it scripted to the point every single, like some people say, every single play? Probably. To what degree? Oh, I don't know. It seems like it because it's not like the quarterbacks have no option, right? The option for the quarterback is, uh, what's the play, coach? Which coach goes, well, it's not up to me. It's up to, let's talk to the offensive coordinator upstairs. And who's the offensive coordinator making the play for? Well, who they're on the phone with. Vegas lines, like, well, okay, here, okay, there's an upswing, an uptick in the betting on this. We need to play to go over here. It's, it's really not, you know, it's not like the best player. This is basketball too. This is every sport. It's not the best is not going to win. It's not. It's not about. It's not. Once you have money involved, it's not an. It's not an athletic competition. People used to play sports. Yeah, you went hard because you were playing a sport. They're not playing a sport. They're entertaining a business. They're entertaining you while making money. That's what they're doing. The way you go to a job and you work, they're going to a job and working. It's the same thing. It's, it's not. It's like they're not going out there to be the best at something. It might look that way. I've tried to make this example before. People are like, it can't be scripted. No way that could happen. Well, you can find some interesting videos on how they already have. They're showing you that inside of the football they have a basically what is like an RFID chip in it. They have like a they already wrapped there's magnets in the ball. They tell you this. And they're like, no, they can't possibly be controlling where the ball's going. Right. Remember that dude that hit he hit the uprights kicking like what 3 or 4 times in the same game. Do you know how hard that is to do? Do you know how absolutely impossible that would be? It's beyond impossible. It's possible, but you know, you could sit there. You can be a professional, and you could aim for that from 40 yards away, and hit it maybe, maybe, maybe twice out of 50 times, maybe. That's very hard to do, but 4 times in one game. And did you see one of the kicks? It was literally going to go in. He had kicked it perfectly, and the ball just went whomp and hit the post. It was the game was being played in a dome. There was no wind. It just literally went whomp and hit the post. So it's like watching these sports. If knowing who's in the Super Bowl this year, the Patriots. How many years have they been good for? I was saying this yesterday. Tom Brady isn't that good. He's good, but like the best quarterback, the best team. No, they can't possibly be that much better that every year they're basically in the championship game or going to the Super Bowl. They can't be that much better than every other team. That's really an impossibility. But yet here they are again in the Super Bowl. I mean, if you didn't watch the Saints game, like to see that there isn't something going on with at least if you don't believe it's all rigged, at least the refs are doing something, right? But that's even like that's extra special. That's just they did that to just show you, like, if you're not paying attention, like if you don't realize that sports are rigged for Vegas for It's just what it is. Vegas ain't gonna lose. But you go to those tables, you sit down, and you go to the slot machines. Is there ever a chance of you winning? Is there ever a chance? What's up? What's up, Zigzag? What's up, my dude? Is it for people like? Do you think there's a chance of when you go to Vegas that they're always not on the uptick, that they're not 51% or better? They don't have a giant casino there for you to win more than them. The house always wins, and the use of the NFL, the use of the NHL, the use of the NBA, Nibiru, Nephilim, NBA, Nibiru, NFL, Nephilim, the New York Giants, the use for these things is Vegas. Vegas, okay? Here, people are going to gamble on this. If they're going to gamble, Vegas, once again, is not going to lose. So what would they do? We're scripting this whole thing. Everybody knows that soccer's been scripted. I mean, there was a big scandal in FIFA, right? You think boxing isn't fixed? But no, not the all hell, the most wonderful football. It's Sunday. Let's go to church. This is my team. I've got the guy's jersey on. I paid $60 for this. How could this happen? I mean, if you like the game, you like the game. That's fine. I watch movies. I watch sports. But I know what it is. That's the difference. Once you know what it is, then it's different. It's like if you go to a movie, it's 2 hours and you have to know what the ending is. There's only a handful of movies that don't end the way that you know it's going to end. You know, it's the bomb's about to go off, 3, 2, and the guy cuts the wire at 1. Whoa, whoo, whoo! The bomb almost went off. Whoo. The same thing's happening in football on this SuperbOwl Sunday. All praise the almighty, all-knowing, all-seeing owl. But it's called the Super Bowl for a reason. Why is it a bowl? Is it a ball? Is it Baal? Is it Lord Baal? Holy shit, they're a bunch of Satanists. They love Baal. They love their balls. What's up, Andrew Christensen? Yeah. Andrew, they ain't got shit to say because they're mad they're crying. A thumbs down means someone's crying over the fact that someone's telling them the truth about sports. Oh no, my favorite athlete that you've never met, that you don't know anything about, that you don't hang out with, that you don't know anything about their fucking life. You just know that they catch the ball really good and they smile real big. Thank the God and the coach and we out here working hard and. That play, and I caught the ball. All praise the Almighty, and thank you. Where's my paycheck? Oh, that's right. How many commas are in there? Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming out and supporting this. Paying all this money. Go buy a $10 beer and an $8 fucking hot dog. Fucking shoveling hot dogs in your face while you're going and paying $1,000 for seats at the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. And what's funny is I'm gonna go probably gonna go watch it. And in this city, because how excuse me, guys. That's yummy. Got that good. In the city because of how amazingly, I don't want to call it petty. I think it's just how much, who dat nation, these Saints fans, they into it, yo. How incredible it is down here that there's only a few places that you'll be able to find the Super Bowl, because the bars have actually almost unanimously said we're not showing the Super Bowl because they fucking cheated the Saints out of that game. So everybody's like, fuck the league, fuck the Super Bowl. And there's bars, they're going to have a party, and all they're going to do is show reruns of the Saints games. Like, fuck this league, fuck your Super Bowl. They should be in the Super Bowl, and everybody knows it. Like, if you're talking about who's the best team, like, really talent-wise and what's going on, but again, this is not how it works. So, There'll be people out having a good old time today for sure, but they ain't gonna be watching the Super Bowl. I might go find a Super Bowl somewhere just because. Well, you gotta love the commercials. How many people just watch the Super Bowl for the commercials? Because it's actually more entertaining than the scripted nonsense. Anybody got any picks? Anybody got any picks for the Super Bowl? Who's gonna win? If you followed along, you could probably figure it out using gematria, but you could also figure it out just with the storyline. I mean, obviously the Patriots are representative of the United States. Like you realize that's United States is a corporation, and the Patriots represent ideologically the United States, and so that's like the red, white, and blue. So that's what that's showing. So are they supposed to win this year? Like next year, I could tell you who's going to be in the Super Bowl next year. I could tell you the Knicks. I could tell you about the NBA. The Knicks are about to be super nice next year. Like out of control nice because it's 2020, and the Knicks, they be playing in the Big Apple, and there's some, there's programming going on. But this year, who's gonna win? Is it gonna be Patriots or the Rams? I don't know. It's it's an interesting dialogue. Do they let the Patriots win again? Do they force the Patriots to win? How many times would this be? They've been in the Super Bowl or in the excuse me. They've been in the Super Bowl or they've been in the playoffs basically every year since the 6th round draft pick. Tom can't fucking get outside of the pocket and run and do anything athletic Brady, but he stands there nice and throws the ball good. He's just not that good, and the team has never been that good. It's just they're good, but they're not. They've never been the best team, but yet they win. So who wins? Is it the Rams? I think the Rams have to win. They have to. Like I feel that everyone. I don't think anyone, unless they're Boston fans, I don't think anyone wants the Patriots to win. Excuse me for the little. Yum. I don't think anybody outside of Boston fans want them to win. So who's but gamblers, they're going to gamble on that. So I don't know who's going to win. Anybody got any picks here? The NFL always wins. Yes. Yeah, thumbs down is weird. You just put it to balance shit out. Thank you. Yeah, thumbs it down. This video I don't care. Thumbs it down. The rest of them, if I'm doing some work out here, giving people good information on shit, don't thumbs this shit down if I'm doing that. You can thumbs down when I'm just talking dumb shit. Those don't bother me. We're talking about dumb shit like the NFL, but it is. But it is. People should know. I mean, it's fucking Santa Claus. Believing in football the way people do is akin to believing in Santa Claus. The kind of people that love the Super Bowl and love these games and think it's not rigged. They're the kind of people that love Jesus and teach their kid about Santa Claus, and they don't. And their kids are like, what, 8, 9 years old, still believing in Santa Claus. 10 years old, believing in Santa Claus. That's what we're talking about. You have to be a really rude human being to lie to your child, to make them believe that there's some man with a big white beard and a big fat belly and rosy red cheeks delivering presents down the chimney that you don't even have. People ain't even got chimneys. And be like, oh yeah, Santa comes. Well, Dad, what about you said Santa Claus comes. How are you going to get in all the apartments? There's millions of houses. There's billions. How's he going to do that all in one night? Oh, it's magic. No, it's not magic. You're just fucking lying. So stop lying to your kids about Santa Claus. How's that? How about that? And stop lying to your kids about fucking some Jesus guy. Stop doing that. It's the same thing as believing in that these players out here are. It's fun for them and it's entertainment. If you know that, that's good. Go watch the game. I will go to a football game. See, when people think when I'm saying this shit is like I don't respect it. I don't think they're talented. They're incredibly talented. if if you're in the Cirque du Soleil, hey, let me make this example for people. If you're in the Cirque du Soleil, they do some things that are mind bending. Like holy shit, how can they contort their body and do something that literally, if they fail at this right now, this impossible task, which isn't impossible because they can do it, that if they fail at it, they die. They will die. Like literally, like snap their neck open, like just fall onto the floor from 80 feet in the air. Even circus performers standing on that wire, flipping around, doing all this shit. If they miss it, they're very injured. Now they can do that on a regular basis. You don't think football players that are going to a job, basically 40 hours a week. I don't know how many hours they be playing and doing shit, but doing the same muscle memory action over and over and perfecting it. You don't think that they can make shit happen? That you think that's all just like, oops, I just, every day. I'm not talking about you, like remember when you were a kid, you go out and play basketball or sports for a couple hours a day. I'm saying that is their professional full-time job. And they were already the best at it. Like you were good at playing a sport. They were the best at it, not just in high school, not just in college, but they're at another level. And they do this all day. You don't think it's rigged? Come on. It's Vegas, baby. Vegas wins. NFL wins. But you can go like it, and I'm gonna go enjoy it too. I might even gamble on it today. But it's not a gamble if you know what's going on. So who will win? Who will win? What's up, Dave? I feel like it. I see. You don't gamble with your feelings. So let me redact that. If I were, cause you have to process it symbolically and logically. What's the storyline that makes the most, makes the most, not the most sense, but the most, like, obviously, like, as I go back to this, and it's not just because I live in New Orleans, but because of how awful that fucking call was. Everybody knows, if you watch any of the football, how absurdly awful the no call was. It just beyond. There's actually a ref that runs up and down the sideline of the field that is looking dead at that. That his only job, is to throw a penalty flag. There's no way he missed that. He literally just didn't throw the penalty because that's what his job was to do, which caused all of the commotion, which that energy was to feed into the Super Bowl. So now that we're in the Super Bowl, what makes the most sense? Who wins? You got to play with how old is Tom Brady? Hey, that Rams quarterback's pretty nice. I don't even know what his name is, right? Does the Rams need to win this year? Is that gonna, or is it gonna be the Patriots? I haven't. I think you could probably learn. I think you'd probably learn just in the intro to the show, the pregame. If you watch the pregame, they'll drop some hints, and if you're clued in to the hint dropping, they're gonna tell you who's gonna win. What's up, Brandon? They're gonna clue you into who's gonna win in the, like, if you were to watch the game and then go back to the beginning, and then listen to what they say, they're telling you the script. They'll just subtle little clues, and they'll even probably put some sort of references on the screen. Like, they'll say something, and then behind the broadcaster's shoulders there'll be a clock, and it will be right at 3:33 or something, right? And they'll say something about Tom Brady, and then that will be the time. And then if you watch the game, in the third quarter, with 3 minutes to go, Tom Brady throws a 33-yard touchdown pass, right? That's how it works. They're telling you. They already know. Have you ever seen these guys who'll say something, but they said it before the play happened, but it's what happened because it was already written down? It's all scripted media, yo. See, What you get here, though, this is unscripted. This is always live, and that's how we do it different around here. Because scripting is silly. It's fun. It's fun sometimes, but no, you got to keep the shit live. It keeps it more entertaining. See, it's like sports that don't have money involved. That's real. People going at it, but once there's money involved, can't work. Any boxing matches coming up soon? Any good boxing matches? Didn't the vice president of Venezuela or whatever, who came out and boxed the other day? Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao came and boxed again, huh? I didn't see the fight, but Manny Pacquiao's a monster. He won though, huh? Wasn't it 12 rounds or something? Scripted though. Scripted as shit. I was talking about this the other day, and if you were here for the other show, you probably heard me ranting about it. There's this boxer that I think he went 12 rounds with Roy Jones Jr. on like a, no, it wasn't Roy Jones Jr. It was Floyd. Oh, it was Mayweather. He went 12 rounds with Mayweather because Mayweather was supposed to fight somebody and the person had broke their hand or something. So like last minute, they just was like, yo, there's a fight tonight. Go fight. Go fight Mayweather. And now that fight was not scripted. It was supposed to be like just a throwaway, just an easy win. And Mayweather said it was the toughest fight of his career. He went 12 rounds with this dude. And if you watch the fight, he probably should have lost. So even in that sense, you know that the scripting was at least in the larger script that Mayweather needs to win. Here, just throw this bum in there, but the dude wasn't a bum, and so the scorecard said otherwise. I mean, how many times you seen a fight go 12 rounds and the scorecards are all wrong? I don't know if you're into sports like that, but it's like when you see it happen all the time in all the sports, it's not just a one-off. You just didn't notice it every other time it happened. You just didn't notice every other time that the sport was completely to the fucking every single thing that was going on was scripted in that sport. That's what goes on. It's money, dude. It's money. You gotta know. So who's gonna win today? Who's gonna win? How can we develop this into some sort of learning experience about sports? I mean, I think the teaching is that if you're involved, if there's money involved, if there's gambling involved, it's the house wins. Go that way. Whatever the house is doing, that's what you want. Vegas ain't taking no L's, dude. Atlantic City is not taking a loss. It's in the business model, and that bears repeating enough. And I guess for 25 minutes in, there's no one that's gonna stick around for me to berate them about how they believe that football is actually it's not rigged. No way. You're probably not here now, so you guys are just gonna watch me be silly about it. Let's change it up a little bit. Anybody got any questions about?
The crime rate in the city goes down.
Ooh, this is good.
For at least a month after the team wins the Super Bowl.
If
you think about when the States won,
the
reason that like our crime rate needed to go down. So that if you just look at, hey, Boston people are just so crazy.
There we go. Ami just gave me a little piece of information that I didn't know that maybe can help you all if you guys do gamble. The crime rate in a city goes down after a team wins the Super Bowl. Have you ever been to a blue collar town, and when their team wins, like wins or loses? Whenever I used to live in Baltimore, like my friends that were really like Baltimore Ravens fans, if they lost, the next 3 days at work they were miserable. They were like mad. They were sad. They weren't even gambling on the game. I think they were just so invested in it because they had the jerseys and shit. But think about it in the sense like, okay, Boston. So now let's go back to the Super Bowl. Boston and the people in Boston, a bunch of fucking maniacs. Obviously, I've been to Boston. Boston's a fucking crazy people live in Boston. I mean, it's just cold. I mean, that's what you get. I mean, there was the Tea Party there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boston's a cold, and I got to get shit done in the city. You know, so Do they they don't need the crime to go down or up anywhere, but LA it's the LA Rams right now, right? So LA, I doubt that LA's crime would go up or down based on their win or loss. But Boston, they don't. If the crime goes up, that doesn't bother them. That's finances. So does what is the storyline? Does Boston need to take an L right now? Does the New England, like, how is it that too? Like Boston, like every other sports club is the name of the city, right? Why aren't they the Boston Patriots? Why are they the whole New England? They're New England? They're the whole New England. See, even tells you New England, the New English. Why are they winning so much? Why aren't they called the Boston? It's part of the larger coding. But that's very interesting about the crime rate. I never thought about that. That definitely goes in. You could probably use that in your analysis of how to bet on this game. Maybe I should just go to Vegas and be a fucking bookie, dude. Maybe I should just go to Vegas and gamble. It's not really gambling if you know what the fuck's going on. You wouldn't even have to know anybody. You wouldn't even have to have somebody be like, hey, bet on the number 7 horse. You wouldn't have to have that. You just have to know how it works. Hold on one second, y'all. I'll be right back. Little brief intermission there. Hey, what's up, B. Johnson? Pac-Man and Bronner. It was an awful fight. I didn't see it. Did not see it, but did it go the way that the fight might have been awful. Nothing was as bad as the fucking McGregor fight. They were sparring in the ring. I don't know if anybody was watching that. They were fucking sparring. There was no boxing happening. There was no, like, they were not. They were pulling punches. It was so fucking very plainly obvious. But did the scorecard go the right way in the Pac-Man Bronner fight, or it was just a terrible fight and it just Sunday League football? Zen, who do you think is the goat in who's the goat of sports? Yeah, which sport? Football, basketball. I mean, baseball is a not. Baseball doesn't count. Baseball's a game. Oh, I think I was doing this. I was talking about this the other night. Who would I consider the goat? Like if I just said all athletes, it's gotta be Bo Jackson or Barry Sanders. I mean, that's basketball players. Like if I threw a basketball player in the mix, Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen. I'd take Pippen over Jordan. Anybody that really knew basketball, if you really had a first pick, you would pick Pippen. You would not pick Jordan. If you knew basketball, you would ask anybody that really knows. Go watch the season when Jordan left to go play baseball, and what happened with the Chicago Bulls. They lost who was supposedly the greatest player of all time, and they still went to the champion. They went to they didn't go to the finals, did they? They went to the basically semis, but they won. They only like they won, I think, 60 games or something with Scottie Pippen, because Scottie Pippen is the GOAT, yo. He was longer. He had a better stroke. His jump shot was just smooth. His defense was better. Like everything about Scottie Pippen. I mean, and he's Native American too. That dude was super native. Best athlete? Yeah, I'll take Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, or Scottie Pippen. Like that's easy. I mean, maybe that's showing my age or my era of watching sports. But yeah, there's some people right now that are insanely athletic. Like, but the drugs but the drugs they're on these days. Yeah, the drugs they're on these days are super athlete drugs. They're like they doing like a special kind of Ripper Magoo. Like super athlete shit, yo. Put their mind in a different like. I mean, if the evolution of sports is only in line with the evolution of pharmaceuticals. As the athlete developed, the drug game developed, the alchemy. So certainly there's probably some athletes right now like, dude, look at Zion Williamson. Dude is 6'8", 280 pounds. The dude is bigger than most football players and can jump over a backboard, like jump over people. It's just ridiculously. That's something else. What's in the food? What's in the water? What are they feeding these people? You don't get a name like Zion and be 6'8". Like what? How big are his parents? What did they? When? Was his father in the government? They're like, yo, your son's gonna be the biggest basketball star of the 21st century. Like, oh yeah, okay. Here, just give him these pills every day. He don't know. Put this in his food. He don't know. And all of a sudden, that's the real MK Ultra shit. That's the Manchurian athletes. I think it was Manchurian athletes. Who's Zach Hubbard was always talking about the Manchurian athletes, man. I mean, how would you know? You wouldn't know growing up. You come out the womb and your parents just like, oh, this, yes, of course my kid will be, he'll be adored by the world and he'll be really good at the basketball, make money and inspire people, blah, blah. I ain't saying it's good or bad. I'm not suggesting that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is a thing that these people are, they're fed something different in their diet. Their mentality is different. The MK athletes, yeah. Mind control athletes, for sure. I mean, are some of them robots? Are some of them, I don't know. If you've ever watched the stuff on, like, some of these people just be, like, dipping out. Like, there might be. But most of them, I think, are just, if you can have people that are highly trained at playing the violin or the piano or whatever, yeah. There's a documentary on people that use certain substances to play music better, and how it's like an underground kind of thing that's known, that there's people trying to get into these giant orchestras, right? Like, and certain people be taking substances and they talk about it like, yo, that's like basically juicing. It's like steroids. It's like if you were to go play baseball and you were to take the steroids, you'd be stronger. I mean, again, I don't really care. Fucking take all the steroids. I want to see somebody throw a fucking baseball 600 yards. I want to see the craziest shit. Okay, if you took some extra drugs, cool. And if I hear someone's music, I want to hear the fucking best music ever. I don't care what you put in your body. Go eat some mushrooms. Go snort some PCP if that's what your fucking thing is. I don't know. But I mean, everybody, nobody got a problem with taking Tylenol. It's no different. It's just a couple different little turn this on, turn this off. So I want to see the athletes go do that. I want to hear that. I want to hear the music like that. Why not? If you can't do it the other way, I mean, the real way to do it, I mean, you would just go the other way and you just be a highly meditative monk state. You'd be levitating, like, take the piss, man. Drink the water, like clean water. You could do it the other direction and program yourself. But hey, if people ain't doing it that way, fucking give them the drugs. Here, listen to this music. And all of a sudden, it's third quarter, and then you hear that song that's being played in the stadium. You think that's for the benefit of the crowd to hear that stupid song? Who let the dogs out, or whatever the fuck stupid shit they're playing? No. That's for the athletes. That's for some of the athletes on the floor that puts them into that rhythm. Manchurian athletes, yo. What time is the game tonight? Like 6:30? Is that what time it is? Is that 2? For real? Let me check. I thought the Super Bowl was like late. Let me see. Somebody want to tell me right now? Can somebody tell me this? I don't even know. Mike Tyson? Yeah, Mike Tyson. But you know what's interesting is Mike Tyson's an awesome motherfucker, yo. Like listening to his. Have you ever seen him do like Mike Tyson live? He does a stand up show. He's a really interesting dude. Like could you imagine? Could you imagine being Michael Jordan? Could you imagine being Michael Jackson? Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Can you imagine being all these Mikes? Mike Tyson. Could you imagine being Tiger Woods? Could you imagine and could you imagine being Tom Brady? Could you imagine being a worldwide soccer star? Could you imagine that? Like, just what you like here. It's whatever you want. You want some? You want pussy? There it is. Take it. Whatever you want. You want drugs? Cool. Take it. Here's all the money. You want some cars? You want houses? They just look up and like, hey, what do you want? Like, and it ain't funny when you're rich. People give you shit for free. It makes no sense. Homeless people, houseless people, that's a struggle. Nobody wants to give them anything. But like, so like, oh my god, I seen fucking, you know, name a professional athlete. I seen him at a bar, bought him a drink. Really? Like that dude's worth like $10 million. And he also now, you just bought them a drink. Like that's fucking crazy. But that's what happens. It's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing. Like holy shit, I know that. Let me get that dinner for you. Let me. I got that. It's on me. Okay. Let me see what time this is, because ain't nobody in here telling me. Oh, it says 6:30. Thank you, Will Johnson. It says 6:30. But you know, down here, I think. Let me see. That's what I was supposed to be doing. New Orleans bars with. Not showing the fucking Super Bowl. Super Bowl. It's literally, it's gonna tell me all of the bars that might show the Super Bowl. Angry New Orleans Saints fan become anti-Super Bowl partiers. Let's see. I gotta figure this out. It's so funny. I might have to go to the casino to watch it, because I think that's because so many places are boycotting it. If TV's ratings are down, disgruntled New Orleans Saints fans are hoping they're to blame. Let's see. This is what it says. Oh, this is a local bar that I know. This is the owner of the place. He said if someone comes and asks to watch the game, I'll tell them to get the hell out and go watch it at home. That's how people are.
They're not bitter. They're
not mad at all. I mean, shit. If you were gambling on the game, you'd have a really. And I think, the place I'm talking about, I think the dude probably gambles a little bit. That's fucking amazing. What's the bigger thing here? If you really want to, let's dive into this a little deeper, guys. Let's do a little let's do a deep dive into this. Why did they miss the call? What was the purpose? You have to take the high road here. You have to take an overlay of the land. You have to be able to be a prophet and see the future. Missing that call was not just about the gambling on that game. It wasn't. See, you have to look at, you have to take the long view. You have to get yourself in a helicopter and look down, and then go ahead and travel to the future if you know how to do that. And that's just mentally travel to the future. Why? Why did they miss the call? Because it's human error. Human error. What apparently doesn't make a mistake? Well, now if we start putting the sideline, you could put, okay, now all the athletes got magnets, electromagnet shits in their shoes, and then, the computers ain't going to make a mistake. It's pushing. it's pushing for, the long view is pushing for AI, artificial intelligence, to be put into everything, including sports. So that way, there is no officiating error. You can't. There's no human error involved. I mean, good, bad, and different. It just is.
Are they saying it was human error?
Well, that's what they're saying about the officiating. They said.
Well, that's interesting because there's something called Rule 17, right? Remember we read about this? That they could overturn it if they really thought it was really human error, but they never chose to.
Yeah, you know why they didn't though? Oh, so Rule 17. This is what the Saints tried to take this to court, and they did. But because, and this is before this happened years ago, when it all came out about how the referees were in on this on the scripting and everything, and a dude wrote a book on it who used to be a ref, and the reason they can't redo the game is because it's entertainment. It's basically, this is why if after you watch the NFL game at the end or at the beginning even, it tells you like this is, copyright, marketing. This is like that's their business. It's not a game. So that's even why it could go to court. But it was already in there. That's just part of that was just to make talk of it. Oh, maybe the Saints will get everybody knew they couldn't replay that, and they're not going to. The gambling was already done. How many people, if they redid that, how would Vegas work with that? Would they have to give everybody their money back? How would you know? So it's already done. The transaction is complete. Once the game is over, the game is over. There's no do-overs. That's just they made it sound like there could be. But that was just for fun. But there's no do-overs. It's no crying in baseball. There's no do-overs in football. But the larger marketing plan, even that. So they missed the call so they could make it remember when Jose Canseco and whatever, there's grand jury because he was using steroids? Who the fuck cares? How is that in the public's eye? Doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? If Jose Canseco and that other dude were doing juice steroids, how many other fucking players were? And not only that, but how many other substances were being taken? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? But they made something out of it, and by making a big hoopla and display, it put energy into something. People's awareness. They focused on it. They put their being into it. And people were I knew people that were really oh, Jose used steroids. That's cheating. Blah blah blah. They were emotionally invested and involved in a way that they weren't even involved in their own fucking life. That they were invested in some dipshit who was smashing a ball out of a park that has nothing to do with them at all, whatsoever, in any way, wasn't taking away from or adding to the value of their life in any way. And these were people that didn't gamble. They probably didn't even have a jersey. They just liked the sport, but were emotionally just exuding, just involved. Oh, the humanity. The fucking, I can't believe someone would cheat in a sport. But even that, he was, that's part of the drama that they were selling. That dude is an actor. He knew what was going on. They're yo, do you want to be part of this big? Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Don't worry, your legacy won't be tainted because it's fine. You're gonna be in the Hall of Fame. You knocked all these out the park, right? So what? It's people think it's. I'm all about having fun with sports. I'm all about entertainment. I'm all about movies. I think it's great, but this is the thing that needs to be when you understand it, when you get that it's a game, when you get that it's entertainment, you divest your attachment and that energy. You can go and dance and you can be but knowing that it's once the game's over, put it back in the box, put it away. How many people? I'm gonna tell you this: how many people are carrying around the burden of being the fucking loser at Monopoly every time. I won at Monopoly all the time. I was never the banker and I never cheated, but I always fucking won at Monopoly. I'm a fucking winner. People that lost at that game, oh man, Monopoly could cause some fucking fights, yo. Friends be playing Monopoly, you'd be mad for days. Some people have carried that loss in Monopoly to their grave. It's just a little piece, just scraping away, just stuck there in the just right back there that they could not win at Monopoly. Little did they know that whoever the banker was probably fucking cheating. And if they weren't cheating, they probably just by accident paid for something out of the banking till, like to buy something. They just grabbed it like it was their money because they were the banker too. Now, yeah, this shit happens. But people carrying that shit around. They're carrying around a Monopoly loss for life. Let that shit go. It's a fucking game. And this shit right here, people carrying it around. Like right now, but here's the difference. Here's the difference. And I think this is why. I love New Orleans people. We got fucking shafted. When I say we, I'm talking about the the Houdat Nation, the city of New Orleans. If as a conglomerate of fans of the sporting event and that franchise, they support. Like you can find the players around town. You know where they live. You see them. Like, what's up? And so there's like a community to a degree, right? So it's part of the community. But what I love is that like we're gonna go out and we're not holding on to that loss. Like it was stupid. Now when I say we, it's just a proverbial we. I don't fucking care. But these people, they as a unit just go, no, we're still gonna have a party. We're still gonna enjoy it. Other cities, yo. If you were in a super blue collar town, if you were in Buffalo, if you were in Baltimore, if you were in Pittsburgh, if you were in Cleveland, if you were in, people would be carrying that loss, and they would be like this. They would be like, I read that article, and then so you have owners of bars that in one way they're taking it really hard, but they say if they make the best out of it, like fuck it, we'll just show Saints games, and fuck the Super Bowl. We haven't need it. But other cities, no. They would be flipping cars over and burning shit down. Those other cities, like those are people that are stuck in cold cities, especially. They just choose not to move. Like you could go somewhere else and be happy, but people stay in the cold weather and just like, well, I'm gonna grind through this. We're gonna get through this shit. Bah. That's the attitude. I'm from the Northeast. I know it. I've seen it. But for me, I was like, why be here in this fucking cold weather with these cold ass people with all of the, it develops character, no doubt. That's great. But like, y'all can just go south, like unanimously. If all of the Northeast just moved down, there's plenty of room down here. There's plenty of space in the South. People just get out of the fucking cold weather and watch how much more delightful life is. It's February 2nd. I have shorts on and a t-shirt. You know what's going on? Up there where it's cold? People they got to put 6 different layers of clothes, boots. That shit it will eat at your fucking soul. You have to you know how much money it costs to put extra clothes on? How much you got to drop on them boots, and then not one pair, you got to get them wool socks, yo. And then you got your thermal underwears on, and then you got some jeans and maybe even some extra padding on the outside because you don't get and then you got your jacket, and then you got the triple fat goose joint. If you got if you really said you got that triple fat, that triple fat goose, yo, you got that. I mean, how many layers of clothes? You got the sweater, the t-shirt, and then the next thing on top. Then you got to put the hat on, and you got to get them gloves on. We ain't even left the house, and in 15 minutes, we ain't even left the house yet. Here, it's like sandals, fucking whatever you're wearing. It's beautiful. We ain't even left the house, and now you want to go. Oh shit! Now you got to start that car up. That fucking sucks. You got the car, turn the heat on, and now you can't even get in the car yet. Where are you going? You don't even know where the fuck you're going because you're too cold. You're fucking frozen. You turn the heat on and you're like, I think I'll just go back inside the house. You let your car just sit there for 15 minutes heating up, and you ain't even shoveled the snow off of the roof and scrape the thing, and now you got the ice on and now you got to scrape that shit off. And let's hope that it didn't snow too much. Now you got to get that shovel out and dig your fucking car out. That's the worst. You could literally, like, you have to spend an extra hour. If you're about to go somewhere, like, hey, someone's like, yo, let's hang out. Like, maybe. I could maybe see you in an hour and a half. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna. How important is it? Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna. I got heat in the house. We good. All right. Go where? For what? Now think of this. Let's go a step further. People in the Northeast, when they go shopping, they are fucking grocery shopping. Like grocery shopping. You have to, like, you're not trying to go to the store every day. In the South, it's like fresh fruits and vegetables. Why? Because it's like, the store's right over there. Oh, the market's right over there. I just walk over there. Oh, just get what I need. Hand to mouth. It's like Virginia, you love cold weather? Oh man. That's you Viking, man. I mean, you a different person. Humans are not supposed to be in any way supposed to be in the cold. No, sirree. No, it isn't. Nope. Not at all. Never in a million years were humans supposed to be in cold. If cold is so good for your health, go take your clothes off, just like a baby, and go walk out in the cold and sit there. See when you freeze. The human body is not supposed to be frozen. You're not supposed to be in the cold. I know Wim Hof very well. There is a reason to use cold weather. There is a reason to. But the human condition is where we chase the sun. The sun is our energy. It melanates us. It carbonates us. It gives us a beautiful, healthy, glowing color to us. The sun, sweating, movement, energy, sun. And yes, adaptation to cold is just fine, but it ain't supposed to be. You can adapt to cold, but you're supposed to be in the heat, man. You're supposed to live at the Ecuador, the equator. Humans ain't supposed to be in the cold weather, dude. Just be. Let's go back to reasonable, rational, natural. Reasonable, rational, and natural. If you came out of the womb, you come out butt-ass naked, just like the animals, where animals want to live. There's only certain species of animals that are in the cold. They don't want to be up there. When your baby comes out, you're going to throw the baby in the snow? You're going to cut the cord, throw your baby in the snow. You would never do it. You would never do it. You can't do it. You would never do it. You'd take your baby, and what do? They put it under a heat lamp to keep it warm. Keep the baby warm. Humans are supposed to be in the warmth, in the sunlight. That's where we're supposed to be. People like to use the excuse because they are in the cold and they're in the cold weather and well, I like the cold. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. People just dislike the heat because they've been conditioned to believe that the sun is not your friend. They've conditioned you to believe the sun gives you cancer. No, it doesn't. The sun gets rid of cancer. The sun allows things to grow and blossom. That's life. The sun is life. Go where there is no sun. It is dead. Everything's dead. Nothing grows. If you like death, like that, be in the snow. But in the reality, the human being, there's a reason your body temperature is what it is. There's a reason that, hey, okay, when you're in your house, what do you set the thermostat to? About 70? Ain't nobody setting their thermostat to 50? You like the cold? Open the doors. Stay outside. Be out in the cold. Take your clothes off. Right. You can do that to build an immune system and do something to give you, you know, the counterbalance, like hot and cold showers. Cold, that's what's up. But, hey, nope, you're wrong. No, it's a condition. It's a conditioning. You're conditioned to. Metabolism is metabolism. Okay? But again, look at it basic. Let's not talk about the extra stuff. It's the extra stuff you're talking about. Metabolism is in your stomach, by the way, and it's how you digest food. That's metabolism. It's how you digest food and move blood around your body. The human body, in every way, and everything that is growth related, is based on the sun. The healthiest people have a tan. The healthiest people are dark brown. And why are there so many brown people? Why are there black people? Why are their eyes so bright? Why are their teeth so white? Why don't black crack? Because they're kissed by the sun. Go live in the Northeast. Go live in the Arctic. Have fun in the cold. What are you going to be doing most of the time? You're going to be inside a house next to a fire. What is that fire? It's the sun put in front of you by cutting down a tree. You could, instead of cutting the tree down and burning it, you could just get the sun right. It's right there. It's right there. But then you're going to go live in a cabin, so you don't like the cold. You don't like the cold because you got to be in the house. You got to have clothes on. Stay outside naked. You can do that in the sun, just like you were born. No one likes the cold. It's a mental conditioning. It's not a truth. It's not the truthiness. No one likes the cold. You think you like the cold. You've been told you like the cold. Who doesn't go, oh, the fucking beach, suntan, oh, the beautiful waters, jump in the water and sit and lay on the beach and get this Why would people do that? Nobody's like, oh, I'm going to lay in the snow and catch this cold as fuck. You never do it. If you eat nothing, dude, drink some distilled water or your piss and eat a fruit off of a tree in the summer, and man, isn't that sunshine? 100 degrees is just glorious. It's just glorious. Just saying, I'm just talking about the sun here. It's the sun. Sun chasers, yo. The world follows the sun. Growth follows the sun. The sun energizes things. It just is. It's an ism. Cold freezes, kills. There's no such thing as cold. You can make heat. You can make a fire. You can't make cold. Your refrigerator? You can't make cold. That's a whole process of technology that isn't really even making cold. It's actually creating heat behind the refrigerator. It's condensing and removing the heat from the box and blowing it out the back. So it's actually, refrigerator is actually a heating unit. You wouldn't go fucking live in a refrigerator? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. What's up, y'all? Who's up in here? Let's see. Anyone know the scale of consciousness and Power versus Force? Yeah, Power versus Force is a great book. What is that? Hawking's, right? Yeah, I used to have that book. Power versus Force. Yep. Force is not natural. Power is. Yeah, I still got you with the cryotherapy, but like cryotherapy. Yeah, but go read the book Getting Out of the Ice Age. Ice is not used for healing. Good physical therapists and the ancient of the arts. There you go. There you go. All right. A complete guide to the Ayurvedic life. Ayurveda. Consider, if you will, for a moment, the wisest, most intelligent people of our past. The herbal medicine men, the shamans, the Ayurvedic practitioners, walking around in nature. You can't walk around with a handful of ice. It will melt because it's not natural, not where these shamans and medicine men are. Ouch, I've hurt myself. It's become hot. Why did it become hot? Because the heat is healing. The heat is hell. Hell is healing. Heal is Hell. Health is healing, is heat. Why would my finger here, I had burnt it the other day, and it was hot. My finger maintained heat for a few days, and I started pushing chi, prana, energy into that finger, and it was warm. It was warmer, and it was creating life. It was creating new cellular activity. Frozen cells don't recreate. They stagnate. So what would you do as a medicine man, as a healer? You would never use ice. But because ice is a business. Ice is a business. Selling ice. So if a doctor or a physical therapist says, put ice on that, why would they tell you to do that? Because it's only encouraging their business. It's not healing you. It's not helping you. Heat and herbs. If you were to hurt yourself, I would give you a compress of certain types of herbs that I would find around me, and I might even heat it up. Even more heat and herbs, which are causing a reaction, and a reaction is life. Beer, for it to get to the point of beer, is a bunch of different herbs that on a micro level are getting hot. The fermentation is heat. That's life. That's what the sun does. All the lights. All the light. So if they're selling you cryogenic and cold chambers, probably not in your best interest. Where are they getting this ice from? How are they making it? They're removing the heat from the box and putting it somewhere else. Where's the heat going? You haven't changed anything. The heat is what you can make. You rub two sticks together. You know what the first man did? They rubbed two sticks together to make a fire. They didn't rub two sticks together to make ice. You don't find ice in nature. You can't. It's an impossibility. You have to go somewhere where the sun isn't, where life isn't. Thank you. Do you see where they're called the fire carriers? This is why we have thumbs. We have opposable thumbs, so we carry the fire. You think they're sitting here carrying around baskets of ice balls? No. They have fire out of the palm of their hand. Salt and ice? Not for humans, yo. Again. And I'll use Kelly Starrett's words here. You know what? I ain't even mad at ice. Just put it in my margarita. Give me a margarita with ice. That's where I want it. Hey, at the beach, we got technology. We created ice. A nice cold beverage at the beach is wonderful. But if you look at even in the cultures that are really, really the ancient ones, the Indian cultures, when it's 100 and some degrees, living in the sun, loving it, they pull over on the side of the road and they get a hot cup of tea. Not a fucking frozen drink. They're getting a hot cup of tea, of chai. Chai is chi. Chi is energy. Chai and chi is herbs. Herbs and chi is energy. That energy is what's causing life to occur, not cold shit. Cold shit can give you a heart attack and kill you. You're not supposed to drink ice water. It's nice every now and then. I'm not going to go extreme with it. I'm not saying don't ever. And sometimes you do need and require, you don't want to overboil. You could get the flu, and if you get your body above 105 degrees, you could really cause some damage. But homeostasis usually takes over and usually will keep your body correct. Ice should be used so like minimally. Just put it in your drinks. Have a nice drink. Have yourself some ice cream. I mean, these are fun. I'm not taking away from the awesomeness of what ice can do, but it's not. That's technological shamanism. I'm talking about real, like, earth shamanism. It's a whole different thing. Yeah, there you go. Hey, and if you don't get up in the morning when the sun is causing, 6635574. Was it you that was telling me about in the morning the sun rays are red, and in the evening they're blue because of the angle of it or something? Somebody was telling me about this. I forget what it was, but it's like why getting up at a certain time energizes you in a certain way, and sun gazing during certain hours gives you a different set of energies. Sun gazing in the AM versus the PM is two different things. What's up, Lumeno? Do I use extrasensory perception? I'd suppose so. I mean, I wouldn't call it extrasensory. I would just call it sensory. I think most people have muted senses. So people that have extrasensory, it's not extra. It's just the shit that you're supposed to be able to use that got cut off. Usually it's cut off by all the training and things that go into, when you're a child. That's usually what it is. So you get up to like 5 years old and you go to school, and you've lost most of your senses. You were completely sense-filled as a child, and then they were removed, and not removed, but turned off to a degree. And so no, I mean, do I use extrasensory? No, I just have a healthy, developed sense of things. Everybody has the capacities. I don't have like, the extra super stuff, like superpower shit. I probably got a couple of them, but Reality Junkie. Even Reality Junkie's my dude. He knows. He's like, that's the fucking speed. Hey, Reality Junkie, that fucking video that you made when you fucking fell on that hammer. You're a fucking goofball, dude. I was like, this dude's fucking juggling axes and shit. That shit was pretty intense. But my hip hurts for you though, cause that looked like that. I could feel the pain of that hammer on your hip. What's up, Junipers? What's up, Wood Johnson? What's for breakfast? Paradise Park is for breakfast. Well, I had some eggs this morning. Little eggs, potatoes, a little bit of coffee. But no beer. I guess this is so. That was I broke the fast early and wrong, but oh well. It is Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Do I think a liver infection is helped by laying inside or 10 minutes of walking a day? Well, that's a very interesting question. Grounding yourself is always going to be the best. So the walking, as long as your shoes are off on the ground, is going to be super helpful. But there is a time for rest, obviously. I think they both have a place. That'd be hard to say. It depends on how fucked up is it, and sometimes the rest is appropriate. Sometimes that delta super sleep is appropriate, but sometimes the movement will help the healing. But it's like anything. You can over clean, you can over sharpen a sword, or you can over clean yourself. People that get to become like everything must be clean, and then all of a sudden they've washed they've washed themselves to having no bacterium or skin left. You know what I mean? That's not healthy either. Hold on one second, y'all. What's the name of the book, Virginia? Here you go. You can read it right there. Do you know how to say that word? Uh, Danwantari. Danwantari? Danyamantari. Yeah. It's an Ayurveda. It's a book on Ayurveda. I don't agree with everything in this book, but 99% of it is pretty fucking awesome. And they even talk about this really good part by not sleeping for a night. So if you go without go like 48 hours and don't sleep, what it will do is it changes the temperature in your brain. It heats your brain up and can help kill brain. Like if you had an infection in your brain, staying up longer raises the body temperature and raises the temperature of your brain, and yeah, can heal your brain and make you smarter too. Let's see if I can find the part on. Let's see. The source of life itself. It's funny. What was I just talking about? And I turned right to the page. The source of life. All vital energy on the planet ultimately comes from the sun. What do you think about that?
You know, the dog's paw is like
Meatwad, the dog star, Sirius. She, I don't know. I think she maybe got stung by a bee or got a something where she got like a bump, like fluid. Like she probably got bit by maybe a spider or something, and she's putting her paw in the sun. She's laying there, and just the part where her paw got hurt is in the sun. Go figure. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, here we go. Notes on sleep. Here we go. Sleep fasting. Physiology of sleep fasting. Let's see. See if I can find something. Sleep fasting. Wherever there is an abnormal heat in any part of the body, the moisture in the area is consumed. To compensate for this imbalance, the system rushes new moisture to preserve balance of life. So in sleep fasting, dryness is created in the head, bringing a new rush of fluid to the brain. The old fluids are consumed along with the old chemical waste are then flushed out of the system and followed by a rush of fresh chemicals and new energies into the brain. Sleep fasting is similar to filling up a tank after first completely cleansing it by fire. Cleansing by fire. You clean with fire and heat, not with cold. Cold water. How you gonna clean? You gonna clean your sink with cold water? Oop. Hot water. And drinking warm liquids is always a better choice. What's up, Dave? Virginia, hopefully you got that book there. And what's up? Who else is here? Yeah, y'all should go. Go check out Reality Junkie's channel. He's fucking hilarious. And he's got some really good info too. But his newest shit, he's off his fucking rocker. Hey, Reality Junkie, are you off your fucking meds too, dude? You're out of your fucking mind. You think the Earth is flat, bro? Earth is not flat, dude. This realm is. We're definitely on a ball flying through outer space at 60,000 miles an hour. It's obvious that we are. Yeah, there you go. There's 635574 infrared saunas. There's another. Saunas are helpful in healing. Heat, once again. Reality Junkie, good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, Virginia, again, back to the thing. Back and forth, hot and cold, is great. But if you have one choice, it's heat for healing. But the cold showers are great. Like, jump in the pool, jump in the hot tub, back and forth. And especially cold, like a dip in cold water is awesome. Shocks the system. It does something for sure. Dave, you about to go to Indian buffet? Enjoy that, man. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. The sun, more infrared in the morning, and sunset is blues. Right on. Will Johnson, that's so funny. You just open up the blinds? Yeah, me just open up the blinds too. I was like, so much sun. The zigzag, the extra senses should be considered common senses, but we just, The most uncommon thing is common sense, huh? What's up, Buddha Conception? How long should I charge apples or water in the sun to be most time efficient? I don't know. Man, I got usually 15 minutes seems to be about the, that's the. Put it there. Go about your shit, and it's like how long. It's like it depends on how hot it is and if, how much sunlight you got. But I think the the an apple that has been just kissed by the sun, sun kissed, right? Sun kissed orange. There's something really delightful about a cold orange on a hot day, but also like if you really just consider it once again, if it's 90 degrees out and you walk underneath the orange tree and you look up and then an orange falls in your hand, that's how you should eat it. So when you bring the food inside, it's losing some of the energy, and the oils are starting to, dissipate. But put it back in the sun, and it's going to at least get it to that. It's going to give it the energy, right? The sun it's going to absorb the energy on a very obvious level. It's warmer, so it's vibrating a little more. Maybe 15 minutes though. What's up, Vio? Yeah, there's plenty of people that are all about the copper vessels. Indian people always talking about that. Yeah. Just throw it in the copper, man. Sometimes it has quite a profound healing effect on people, where you might feel sick-ish because I suppose what the copper is doing is kind of binding with toxin in your body or doing something to discharge energy, and you can have quite an effect on people. Like you might feel like you're getting sick or sneezy or cold or maybe something, but that's you getting something out of your body. But yeah, I'm gonna roll out of here, guys. I got a couple things to do. Maybe I'll do a second Superb Owl show. Hope you guys enjoyed this, as we've been all over the map with what we're talking about. Yeah, I'll check that out, Patrick Kelly. So yeah, cheers everybody. Have a beautiful day, and do cool shit, inspire the world, and always tell people to fuck off if they need to be told to fuck off. You got keep it real as possible. Don't be a dick, but stand your fucking ground. Let people know what the fuck is up, and be nice too. Be nice or leave. Or don't, or do whatever you need to do. How's that? Stay cool. Cheers, y'all. Oh wait, don't stay cool. Let's stay warm. Stay kissed by the sun. How about that? Okay.